Hey, what's good? Cancer. You don't have to be a Cancer sun sign. You can have heavy Gemini or Leo in your chart. You can be any of those sun signs with heavy Cancer in your chart. It doesn't matter. I may say things like Vedic, shit like that. That's something you're going to have to look up. I'm not going to I said that all backwards. Excuse me. I'm not going to spoon feed you about certain things because I'm not the teacher type. You're gonna have to do your own research when it comes to me because I'd rather you kind of, know what the fuck is going on and know what I'm talking about on your own terms and how you see it, not how I want to show you or how I see it, because then you're not getting the full picture. You get what I mean? Anyways, so let's go ahead and get into it. This can be anything about you, your situation, somebody else, whatever, movie, shows, doesn't matter because this is energy, so it's whatever you're engulfed in or whoever's engulfed in your shit. Neighbors, co-workers, the likes, all that. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what's good with you. And my bad for taking a while, but the energy was off. I didn't like any of the readings. I just didn't put them out. They just wasn't making the cut. So I was just like, whenever it's time, then I'll go ahead. And I guess it's all good now because I ain't really having much of an issue. Actually, mainly I'm just been tired working and whatnot. So let's go ahead. Let's see what's going on. Let's pick. I'm tired now, to be completely honest. I'm gonna pick some cards out of the bag, random cards, and see what we come up with. What's do we got? Yeah, you can be drained too. I get it. Like the heat and work is like all that together can definitely make you be like, fuck them kids, fuck them lights, fuck those bills. I'm just kidding. No, maybe not necessarily. I'm just talking shit. It's good. Cancer placements was going on. I gotta do something to my hair. I got all this other shit that I wanted to do my twist. I'm gonna try it. I think I am while I'm like on vacation. I think I'm gonna try my twist and see how they come out, because I don't know. I just be trying to do different things to my hair. I don't always like having it just out. I can't explain it. My hair is random, so. But I have been wanting to try all these different things on my hair, and I never got around to it. So, if somebody's feeling like suicidal, please do something about that, because some of you guys are, protect. Okay. Oh, so you gotta protect your energy. Okay. Some of you guys may like Adidas. You don't have to. I don't know if somebody is like going through depression. You or whomever. It could be you. It could be somebody else. It could be both. What else we got? Cancer placements. It could be anything, anybody. Yeah, I feel like somebody needs healing. Let's do one more. All right. This may be your lucky break. Okay, you or whomever, Cancer or Cancer placements, if you've been feeling kind of like hopeless or suicidal or really depressed or just at a loss, you may get your lucky break here. Some of you guys just need some of you guys need to heal. I don't know what that's about. There is more to a story. The missing piece of a puzzle. Possibly literally a missing piece of a puzzle, but I feel like something is missing when it comes to some type of story. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and get this, see what this is about, because I don't want to. I'm also tired too, and I don't want to sit here and get extra drained trying to figure this out. So you can be a man, you don't have to be. Some of you guys, you can be a father figure, like a stepfather. You can be a father, stepfather. You don't have to. You can be a boss. You don't have to. You can be, you have your own business. You don't have to. Some of you guys, you could be dealing with the justice system for any reason. This could have something that stems way back, like, you know, like you have a record or something, or something to do with a record. I don't know, that could be for somebody too. Somebody may feel hopeless because they have like some type of record, like they feel at a loss, like they're not able to accomplish something because they have a record. Hopefully not, sadly. A lot of that shit happens to people, so I feel you, depending on what it is you're trying to do. Sorry, I'm getting Maroon 5. I think it's called Sunday Morning. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know why that song is popping up, but let's see. I forgot what the song is about. Yeah, because things keep getting crazy. Living life just hard to do. Sunday morning, rain is falling, and it keeps calling back to you. Some shit. I forgot. I love that song, but I forgot how it goes. Hold on. All right, Sunday Morning by Maroon 5 describes finding comfort and solace in a relationship amidst a chaotic and difficult world. Okay. With the lyrics of okay, so some of you guys can just be happy going through challenges. That's okay. Now we cooking with motherfucking grease and whatever else. Okay, maybe even some lard. And I don't do that, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, some of you guys definitely may be dealing with some challenges right now. What a lot of people are. So like I said, somebody could have a record. It's fine. I'm not trying to be funny or make anybody feel any type of way, but different things I'm getting. Or you just have some type of record. It may not have to be bad or legal, but it could be like reputation wise. Something could be making you feel at a loss or hopeless. Or this is somebody else, or it could be both. But some of you guys, you may be in a relationship or married or whatever, and you may be seeking solace in that friendship, in that relationship, in that marriage, whatever, because you're dealing with chaos and cruelty and shit like that, or evil in the world right now, like just everywhere. And so this could be your lucky break. I'm not saying that that's causing you to want to be depressed or feel at a loss or feel suicidal even, but it could more so be, I mean, maybe you need somebody, maybe you do need somebody, but it could be something that you're attached to, or someone that you're attached to, that either brings happiness. But that's the thing though, we're supposed to be happy on our own. Being codependent on somebody else for us to be happy is an issue, because it puts another person in a bad spot too, because then they'll feel, you don't want them feeling guilty or whatever if they say they can't do it anymore, or they're tired of being like the one that is holding everything up and keeping everything afloat and whatnot, and they're always there for emotional support when it comes to you. And it's like, okay, so where their emotional support and shit like that. So maybe this is a attachment style too for somebody. But yeah, some of you guys are definitely going through it. You can be an air sign, sun sign. You don't have to be dealing with a Sag. This could be a Sag. My bad. You could be a Sag. My bad. Sun sign. You don't have to. With Cancer in your chart somewhere. But some of you guys, yeah, the American dream, first of all, there is no such thing. But something about the American dream is dead. That could be the reality for you, or this could be like clarity, or some of you guys have been working towards the American dream, whatever the fuck that is, to whomever. I don't know who this is for. This could be anybody, cancer or cancer placements. Somebody has been working so hard, busting their ass in order to afford or for the American dream. This shit gets cold fast. I don't know, like I get, and then actually, you know, I'm back to being like warm. Maybe to get my shit checked out. For my thyroid or some shit was going on. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like somebody has been busting their ass, trying, stressed out, burnt, just trying to get to this 8 of cups in, not my bad, this 7 of cups in reverse. Very odd energy for me. First of all, that's it's just not something that you would be working hard towards. Something that's very, well, in this case, it would be clarity. It would be something that you see clearly. But if it's upright, it's more so of like you working and busting your ass for what? For 7 of cups, for the unknown, for confusion, for illusions. So somebody is definitely feeling like the American dream is dead, or there is no real American dream. There is no real freedom. There is no real, it's like finding out or noticing or finding out that the world is like, or not necessarily the world, but there is no real freedom, or there was not, everything is fucking a lie or something. The American dream was a lie. This was a lie, that was a lie. Where's the real truth behind things? So I will say that real shit, it can be the most rejuvenating clarity whenever you find out or figure out that nothing is real. Like, a lot of shit is not real. A lot of things was made up. A lot, we were lied to for the majority of our life about a lot of shit. Oh, just work hard and do this and do that. You'll have the white picket fence with the house and the kid and the cars and the clothes and the hoes and the whatever the fuck, you know. And people have done it, of course. It was much easier back in the 30s, I'm pretty sure. I mean, they had their own shit, of course, but I'm pretty sure it was much easier staying married. This is something I was actually kind of thinking about, but staying married, like people who got married in the 30s and the 40s and shit stayed together for 50 fucking years, because in the 30s and 40s people were just mostly focused on the American dream and what it looked like, and not being an embarrassment or not being talked about because I'm not a family man, or I'm not taking care of the family, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do, you know. That type of shit really reflected on families and stuff, like bloodlines, and it was a big deal, you know. You come from a big family, everybody's supposed to be upscale, doing the right thing, you know, going to school or going to war or whatever, and the white, you know, getting married young and staying married forever. Like, that was a thing, you know, and people didn't just get divorces back then. They stayed together through all kinds of shit and everything. Not saying it's okay, but most of those people to this day and age are like in their fucking 90s. They didn't marry again and shit like that. They didn't lose their, you know, they didn't become widowed and then end up marrying again. No, they carry on that whatever that is. They carry that memory of whomever they were married to for so long, or whatever the case may be, until they're done. They don't go and, no, most of them go and marry. They may find companions or whatever and care about other people, but it's nothing like that, you know. And from the 90s up, or I'm saying from the 80s up, maybe even the 70s, that shit, that American dream shit, all that stuff got fucking deaded. People start realizing real quick in the 70s that shit ain't a thing. That's not a thing. That's when, like, in the late 70s, that's when shit really was starting to get popping. In the 80s, that's when shit really was hitting the fucking fan. In the 90s, that's when motherfuckers was like, okay, we gotta figure it out. Here comes the 2000s, fucking everything up now, and all these millennials, all these people who were born after the year 2000, all the people that were born, that was been born the last 10, 20 years. I feel fucking bad for them, man. They don't know shit about shit. Everything's a lie any fucking ways, but they don't know anything about marriage and people staying together. And a lot of people back in the day, when they stayed together because it was like either honor or dishonor. Not saying that you should or shouldn't care about what your family fucking thinks. I probably, even back then, I would have been like, I ain't listening to you. I'll go burn my fucking bra and I'm about to go and you know walk on Washington or whatever, you know, march on. Like I probably would have definitely been out there protesting and all kinds of shit, and not having kids. It would have been the same damn thing for me, same fucking thing. But you either went a particular way and done the right thing, whatever the fuck that means. You know, everybody thought that the whole American dream was, if everybody was believing all this propaganda and shit. So I don't know who this is for. I don't know how old you are or whomever, but somebody's definitely realizing that all the fucking all the shit they work for, all this hard work they put in, and for fucking what? Just to find out that everything was a lie? That everything was like, you know, that reality is really real, like something is really real, like the shit ain't, like this is not a joke, or, you know, it's like this is like clear consciousness and sobriety. It's like getting hit with like real shit. This is not a fun. All that other shit was an illusion. You worked hard for what? So this shit can really have you confused, or really have you in your head. Maybe even, I'm not saying confused like literally, like you're like, duh, like no. I mean like you're very fucking very clear on what the fuck is going on. The clarity is there. It's more so the confusion of how the fuck didn't you find this out earlier on, that all of this shit you did, all this hard work you put in, going to college, doing this, doing that, trying to be on the straight and narrow, trying to be upstanding citizen of society, doing all the right things, blah, 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 just for you to be like, that was all a fucking illusion. I was working hard for fucking what? Working hard just to be in lack, just to always be what is it, a dollar short and a penny late, or whatever that fucking saying is. That's how I'm feeling with this shit. So I understand why somebody may feel hopeless and shit, and seeing like the world is how it is, and how cruel it is, and how fucked up it is, and realizing that I really just put in mad fucking work for years for this life that I thought that I wanted to live, or to be this person that I thought I was going to be, just to see that all this shit didn't matter in the fucking first place. People don't give a fuck about any of that stuff. They like, where's the fucking money? That's all people see these days. Like, where's the fucking money? If you have money, people automatically assume, oh yeah, they that person, that's the dude, that's that dude, that's that chick, yeah, you know. They ain't looking at it like, you know, oh, I wonder, I mean, they may afterwards, like, I wonder how they accumulated, how this, how that. But the only thing that talks these days is money, it seems like. Motherfuckers do not care. Especially people who got it already. Motherfuckers do not care. It's all about money. If you got money, we can talk. We can be we cool. We can talk money all day. You got money, I don't want to say shit. You don't say shit to me. We don't need to be communicating. We don't even need to be in the same room. We don't need to be in the same proximity. It's like, you're like, wow. So motherfuckers don't give a damn that I busted my ass to get I'm not gonna say not to get nowhere, but busting my ass to still be out here looking for opportunity, looking for a sliver of hope that somebody will see that I'm worthy of more than just this 10 of Wands energy. Like, it has to be more than this shit. And then I feel like once you get this clarity, there's your lucky break. If you have somebody in your corner who understands you, gets you, who are like, yeah, you know, especially if you're going through it and you have somebody's shoulder to cry on or lean on, just try not to make that like a trauma bonding thing or an attachment, you know, to where somebody is just like, oh yeah, well, if you were to go or whatever, you know, somebody won't be happy anymore. That's like the worst feeling ever. I would hate to put somebody in that position. Have somebody feeling like, oh, because just because I'm leaving, that doesn't mean I don't care. It's because it's all these other things. So don't, but people do have issues with people who they feel like they should hold on to wants to loosen that grip. They're like, where are you going? What is going on? It's like anxiety, sets in and shit. Somebody feels like they can't do it anymore. And now they're all unhappy. It's like, that's a problem though. So maybe don't put all your emotional burdens and shit all onto one person, because they can only take so much too. And that goes vice versa. But some of you guys, I don't know, I'm getting like a tug of war. But I will say, this could be like a self thing, but I will say that you didn't do this in vain, because the lucky break is here. Just to know that people don't give a damn. The lucky break is here though. Good fortune, things turning around, good things coming. Because you definitely could have been like, what am I doing all this back-breaking, crazy-ass, stressful-ass work for? Because I made some poor choices, or because this, that, and the third is held against me for this fucking long. Shit like that. So it's like I feel like once you get that clarity, that, I'm not saying that you don't already, but for somebody, it's like once you get that clarity that that money or whatever is all about these days, who you know and what you have, and that's it, you're gonna be like, oh, then that's when that's when you get the lucky break. Because I feel like you're gonna be able to heal something that needs to be, first of all, there needs to be a detachment. Somebody needs to snip the cord, either to a parent, to whom, I don't know. Heal whatever it is this is for somebody, of course. Heal whatever it is that's been burdening you, or heal whatever it is that's been like in the way of you actually getting out of this hopeless or this depression on your own, and being happy on your own, and not needing to, I mean, it's good to have somebody that you can, be on the same page with, so to speak. Not saying y'all going through the same things, but yeah, it's good to have support. But support can turn into a whole thing, like where if you were to leave or go off somewhere or whatever, somebody's having a fucking breakdown, like they're just having a bad experience, even though they're not the ones that didn't just go out or hit the road and just do their own thing. It's real wild. So I feel like once you actually figure out what the burdens are, I feel like the burdens were most so you putting so much on yourself to be, to do, to become, to outdo, to etc., just so that you can still sit here and question, like, what did I just do all this for if the American dream is fucking dead, if that wasn't a thing in the first place? So you can just realize you've been lied to by it's the system. It's something about a system. So that's the piece of the puzzle that's missing. Yep. I really hope somebody gets the help that they need if they are suicidal or going through some really tough things. I fucking feel it. I also feel like somebody this is a big, like, the world is a big ass illusion and it's chaotic. Somebody just needs a friend. They need somebody to bear this load, or to, yeah. So I feel like some of you guys need to spend time maybe alone so that you can, this is for somebody who haven't been alone to experience happiness, or to create their own happiness, so that they don't feel like just because somebody leaves that means they're taking away their happiness. Like, when you have your own love for yourself, your own this, that, and the third, can't nobody fucking take something away from you, because you're gonna have it within. So you're gonna be able to love yourself even if somebody does not. Whatever, the same thing for X, Y, and Z. That's important, because somebody definitely, you don't want to put somebody through that type of, like, that shit is not fun, to be in that position where somebody tells you, oh, if you was to leave me, I'll die, or if you was to leave me, I'm gonna do that. Is something that is fucked up. It's not a good feeling. I wouldn't want that looming over me, because then you're gonna have the person believing or feeling like if something was to happen, that it was their fault because they didn't stick around, or they didn't stick around for enough they didn't stick around enough for somebody to love them because they can't love themselves, or for somebody to make them happy because they can't make themselves happy for some reason. And that means you need help. It's been real, though. I'm out. Or somebody needs help,